Now, you remember this time last week we were baffled by the idea that in America there were people who were talking about wearing not one but 2 masks to take on coronavirus. You may remember this from way back when. Well, back then, all and sundry were telling you that this was the thing to do. In fact, even the New York Times was going out of its way to tell people that 2 masks are the new masks. And then there was some statements that were made by Dr Anthony Fauci, of course, the all-to-do expert about these things, where he said that, the double masking made sense. That made news. It was even suggested that he would end up making it the formal policy of the United States. Well, fast forward a week later, and the man who must be obeyed now says this, that's the exactly opposite thing that he said this time last week about double bagging to beat the Wu flu.
There are many people who feel, if you really want to have an extra little bit of protection, maybe I should put 2 masks on. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's no data that indicates that that is going to make a difference.
So this week, about the 2 masks. Last week, it's a good idea. And then way back at the start of the pandemic, he was telling Americans this.
When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
No wonder some people were slightly confused about what to do or not to do, or to do then not to do in the United States.